One.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday, and welcome back to another episode of Codex Legendarium. I am your DM, Sam. And before I get into the recap, Justin, do we have any channel announcements?
Yeah, same as usual. We have a link tree. You can find our Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Patreon. Twitter. And links to our Tiltify page where we raise money for Color of Change.
All right. Any Etsy shops in the house or Etsy adjacent shops in the house that anyone wants to talk about?
It's still currently Etsy. However, I just did start a website. So soon it will be Etsy adjacent, but currently you can find me at the Cozy Corvadeer on Etsy. Thanks.
Woo. Any announcements from anybody else before we begin? Yeah. All right. Well then, recapping, especially for those of you who weren't here last week, both in the audience and not. So last week, everybody had returned back to Ilanok, the capital, had returned Anugi back to his family, and you all woke up to a celebration in your honor about this, an all-day feast and party in your honor to celebrate your victory, and you're returning the son of the queen back to his home. There was food and merriment and song. There was in particular, Kilan told a story of a hero from 100 years ago who showed up and fought off some sort of winged scaled beast that showed up out of the sky and fought it off. A hero from afar fought it off with fire and lightning, and Kilan said that this was a story told to him by his grandfather, but he said that they had a disagreement on translation because the hero introduced himself in another language, and Kilan said that it must have been something like staff sailor because he had a staff, and sailing made sense. Whereas his grandfather said it was something like cane rower because but Kilan was like, no, he doesn't have a cane, and he looked far too frail to row anything, so no, it couldn't have been cane row. And Princess went up to him and was just like, no, your grandpa was right. In fact, Yule has met this man, and then Yule actually talked to Kilan about it a little bit later too. Princess wrestled the queen in the wrestling ring outside as part of the festivities. Started off wrestling one of the hunters, won that match, wanted it at round 2, and the queen showed up, and then won in a wrestling match against the queen. Meanwhile, Yulyanya did dueling pan flute v fiddle with Cadence, the bard that you rescued from, or just musician. Bard is special, no adventuring class. Cadence, the musician. Yulyanya won. It was close, but Yulyanya won. Actually, it was like Yul got one strike and then like obliterated him. And then everyone else just kind of hung out. Galina mostly talked to the party. Galina and Tedros both mostly kind of just talked to the party. Montblanc walked around. Montblanc slipped into a different accent for a bit. And then got some news that Galina informed Montblanc that one of the places she had been to on her teleporting adventure seemed to be Titan's Grave, and she saw the Orchid, the ship that Montblanc had mentioned from his past, which put him in a less than stellar mood, so he headed out to the airship to sit and be by himself. While he was out there, he heard a familiar song from his country where he went out and found Cadence, who had broken a string while dueling with Yulyanya, and Montblanc was very upset about the song being played because it was a reference to a rebellion from Montblanc's home. The two of them spoke. Montblanc found out that Cadence is from the same place Montblanc is, Titan's Grave, and they both hate the same guy. So Cadence was like, you know what, I'll help. I'm down to help. I'm down to aid you. And Montblanc was like, I'll think about it. And then Princess showed up, and it was full moon time. So they went to the bottom of the ship. They got into the hold. Tedros is right upstairs above the trap door, while the twins and Yulyanya are heading towards the hot springs to take a bath. And Montblanc and Princess are in the hold while Princess is in the midst of her transformation. During that, Princess entered into some sort of out-of-body spirit experience where she was facing off against the sort of spirit of her werewolf transformation while Montblanc faced down the physical version, during which the hooded specter that is always present in her vision, more or less, spoke to her for the first time and basically said, "Get mad, get angry, and take some and like take control." And so Princess punched the werewolf spirit in the face, which it felt, and then that's where we're going to be starting. And I'm going to need both Princess and Montblanc to roll for initiative.
Oh yeah. Let's use my blood red dice.
Nice.
Nope, can't find it. 16.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm using online dice and it's rolling in slow motion. Any moment now. Wow. Okay. That's a 9.
Okay.
Damn, all of that build up.
All
for
of that for
9.
no reason.
All right. So Montblanc is going to end up going first. And I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you what you see though. So because you go first, you get the first
real
reaction.
Confusing
here.
from last time.
Yes. So Montblanc, you are sitting in the hold, and basically you saw Princess's werewolf like kind of going back and forth, standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. You're not seeing any of the spirit world, anything, but there is a moment, and you, through your training, basically, you are, you've been through a similar experience. Like you have gone through the process of trying to control your werewolf side, and you have succeeded. Granted, yours was with the assistance of like mutagens and chemicals and potions and blood magic, which Princess does not have the advantage of. But you've seen other people go through this process as well, and you know there is a point where control is you know there's a point where there's like a way to tell where the person no longer has control, where the beast takes over. So there's a look in it. It's hard to tell. It's hard for other people to tell, but you have experience. You can see there's just like something about the look in the eyes, the posture, and you can tell that Princess is not home anymore, and you are just looking at a werewolf right now.
Okay. Cool, man. All right. Well, I'm gonna summon one of my tentacle thing.
Okay.
And instead of making attack, I'm gonna have it grapple Princess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Is it? Oh yeah. Go ahead and have it roll the athletics.
Yeah. And it uses my athletics. 18 plus 7.
Can you beat that? Or well, you probably can. Hold on. Let me actually just pull up Princess's character sheet so I can see. Because for physical Princess,
What was the question?
I was gonna say, can you beat a 25 for athletics or
18
acrobatics?
plus 7 would be 25.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm looking at it's
Not
acrobatics.
even in theory. I don't.
Yeah,
think
highest is an athletics at a +3.
Woo!
So yep. Okay, so just tentacle just pops up, wraps around, and just start trying to hold werewolf princess in place. For the purposes of this, I will be referring to there's currently within this encounter we have Montblanc, we have Princess, we have werewolf princess, and we have spirit wolf. So for the purposes of this encounter, to tell who we're talking about, Montblanc is Montblanc, Princess is Princess, physical werewolf is just werewolf, and then spirit werewolf is going to be spirit wolf.
Okay.
All right. I'll do my best to clarify with each of those. I think so that was your bonus action.
Yeah,
right?
as an action. Oh man. I'm gonna hold my action. I'm gonna approach and hold my action to go for one of my predatory strikes.
Okay.
For bludgeoning, not slashing, to like be
Okay.
like, if the things go bad, I'm gonna just knock you out, kind of deal.
Okay.
All
Just
right.
going for non-lethal damage. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
All right.
that does have my lightning currently tied to it too.
Right. Yeah. So you're saying that your hands just wreathed in lightning. What color lightning is it? Is it like yellow? It's yellow,
It's
right?
yellow, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That'll bring us then to actual princess, player princess.
Yes.
Where for you just punch Spirit Wolf in the face.
Okay. Well, did I don't remember if last session I said I'm raging. I think
You did. Yes, you did rage.
okay. Let me mark that down. I didn't mark that before. I would just go in for another hit.
Okay. So you caught it off guard and you go again. So you just bam right in the face, and you're going in for another one. Go ahead and roll.
My slow motion online dice. Oof. Seeing you roll yourself roll a 1 in slow motion is not.
Oh. All right.
That,
Okay.
yeah, that'd be a 6 hit, but still.
Okay.
Nice.
Also, if you wanted a dice that don't roll in slow motion, there's a super. I just put a super simple dice roller in the chat. That's just gives you the number.
Okay.
But you can also keep your slow motion dice.
No,
Okay,
no,
so
it's
Slow
literally I'm
motion
using
one
D&D
is so
Beyond.
funny.
So
Oh,
it's
okay.
like,
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
I'm using D&D Beyond.
makes sense.
But it's just slow. I don't know
Yep.
why.
All right, so you go in for the swing, and it just like moves its head out of the way, and that's going to bring us to both wolf turns. So they're just sharing initiative. So Spirit Wolf is going to go for a bite at Princess.
Cool.
So that is going to be it's going to go for the bite,
Good thing I
just
have
like you.
resistance.
Yep. So it like dodges back from your punch, and then it's going to go in and try to just bite you right on the arm. You rolled a 1 against it. It rolled a 2 against you, so that's a
Okay.
6.
Cool.
So it just like snaps. You just like pull your hand out of the way, and then physical werewolf is going to try and break out of the grapple.
All right. What do I roll here?
That'd be athletics for the tentacle.
I have advantage on those when because it's controlled through me. So
Nice.
13 plus 7, so dirty 20.
Ooh, okay. Difficult to break out of. Yeah, no, okay, that's a 6. So just
Oh yeah.
just struggling against it, and it just keeps just like holding the werewolf, formerly known as Princess, in place, keeping her from going anywhere, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Montblanc.
All right. I see it's struggling. I'm gonna help it go to
Mhm.
sleep. I'm gonna do my hybrid form predatory strike as an action, and if I hit, I can do it again as a. Oh, I can do it twice as a bonus action. Cool.
Nice.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna go
ahead.
first one.
All right.
Come on. Math. 14.
That does not hit.
All right. Bonus action. Second one.
All right.
18 plus 7.
That
25.
definitely hits. Yeah.
Yay! All right. And because that's strength, it's 11 magical bludgeoning damage, if that matters.
Yes, it does. So 11 points of damage to
And then
physical werewolf princess. Okay.
What is? I gotta double check how much damage I do with my crimson right. I don't remember.
I think it's a D4.
It's how much damage I take when I do it. Is it
Oh,
D4? It's somewhere on here. I used to remember. I swear it's like a D6.
I'm
Sorry.
pretty sure your Crimson Right dies like whatever it costs to use. You know, like if you're using a
Oh
D4.
yeah, D4. It is a D4.
Okay, yeah.
So, 3 lightning damage.
Ooh, okay, so 14 damage total?
Yep.
All right, yeah. All of that bypasses. So just So physical for just crackling electricity through the air.
Tedros, plug your ears.
Yeah, Tedros, you can hear like snapping.
Wolf fight.
He reaches to try and see if he can pull up the hatch. I know it's tied around him, but
yeah, if you pull at it, you can feel like heavy resistance from pulling at it. Like it wiggles, but you can tell that it's like held down by something.
Montblanc,
Yep.
gotta give me good news or I'm coming down there.
Yep. Don't want you to get bit.
That's it for now, Carol.
Okay, Princess.
Now's the time to cast
Yeah.
Meteor Storm, Tedros.
Hopefully more success this time with freaking trying to punch.
All right, go ahead.
Damn, that's a 2.
Oh God.
You're having a hard time in here. You're having a difficult time. You can see Montblanc punching. You see Montblanc just sock the physical one in the face, but you're having a hard time in the spirit realm here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. We loved all this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's gonna bring us to the wolves. Spirit wolf against Princess is gonna go for another bite. That is a dirty 20 though.
Yay. Oh wait.
That hits.
All right.
Yeah.
So, luckily, you're already cursed. So, also it's the spirit version, but like no one down here has to worry about the curse part. That is going to be 7 points of piercing damage. It like bites into your arm, and you can just like feel the pain of it having bitten into you. And then physical wolf is going to try and break out of the grapple again, just struggling and trying to get free.
Not as good that time. 17.
Still beats a 7.
Yeah.
Rolling terrible on these grapple checks. That tentacle's just holding it still.
Cool.
Okay, bringing us back to the top of Monty.
All right. Bonus action hex
Okay.
for strength,
Okay.
and then 1 predatory strike.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Yay. 10 magical bludgeoning
Okay.
and 3 lightning.
So it's a 13 total.
Oh, and then my d6 from hex.
Oh yeah, that's right.
4 necrotic.
Okay.
Boom.
If you ever were wondering, could Monty solo a werewolf? The answer is apparently yes.
I soloed a bone naga. Anyways.
That is true. Okay. Then that'll make a princess again.
Oh, this is so cool.
I just have rotten luck, but goddamn, I don't have anything down here. I don't have weapons and I can't use spells. So
You could. Well, you can't use your spells because you're raging, but you
yeah,
could.
I'm raging. Yeah, I can't
Yes.
use spells, so I'm raging.
Yep.
And none of my spells that I don't feel like would be useful here in this situation. Yeah. So we're gonna try again.
Okay.
Okay. We're moving and shaking. Okay, that's a 17.
That does hit. Yes.
Tedros would definitely have heard me laugh with joy when I just punched this werewolf in the face.
Yeah. Love. Yeah. That's great.
Block.
Everything's fine. It's not princess right now.
That's
and
definitely
then-
okay.
Montblanc knows how to reassure people. Okay, so what am I looking at? Oh yeah, so that's my rolling damage. Oh yeah, that is rolling damage. Okay, that's just 4 damage, I believe.
You should be 6 because you're raging, which gives it.
Oh
plus 2.
yeah. Oh, so
Yep.
that. Oh yeah, that's it. Is melee attack. So that's 6.
Yep. Okay.
I like how
Yeah,
this
so
is
you
going
just-
on and everyone else is having a bath.
Yep. Yeah. So it's actually probably really cool because it's like you and Montblanc probably connect at like the same time, where it's like
That's so
both
fucking-
of you like overlapping in the same space, just like both come in and hit the physical and spiritual side of this werewolf right in the face.
Cool.
I like it.
Bringing it to both of their turns again. One of them, the spiritual one, is going to go for claws. Is going to like try and swipe at. The spiritual one's going to try and swipe at Princess with the claws. So let's see. Is a 15 hit? Yeah.
Needs spiritual?
Yes.
No, it does.
Okay.
not.
All right. Yeah. You hold up your hand. You hold up your arm and like to block because I think you use a shield, right?
Do I have a shield? I don't think I do.
Because I'm looking at your AC of 16 and the +2 comes from a shield.
Do I have? I guess I do. I guess.
There you go.
Wait a second.
Oh yeah, you do. So
I do.
while you're using two-handed, while you're dual wielding weapons, you probably should have an AC of 14 then.
Yeah.
Ah,
But
okay. Yeah.
we'll remember that for the future.
Okay. I took that
But
off.
yeah.
I didn't realize. Yeah.
Okay. Well, for now, so you have the shield on you. You raise
Okay.
you're not using two weapons right now. You raise your arm like you're gonna block with the shield, and then it impacts and like scratches across the shield, which you now realize you have with you, which you don't know if you did a second ago.
Yeah, okay.
You like reflexively go to use it to protect yourself. And then against Montblanc, the physical is going to still try and break out of the grapple.
All right.
It's like,
Oh, 26.
oh god, 16. Nothing whatsoever.
Oh man.
All right, Montblanc, back to you.
I'm gonna do 2 predatory strikes. One is my action, one is my bonus action, and both of those will get hexed, right?
Yeah.
This is cool. Natural 1.
Okay. All right.
Natural 1. What the fuck?
Wow. You go and like punch inward with just like a poof, poof, and you feel really good about it before you see the crackling remains of electricity just on the tentacle, and realize you just punched your own tentacle twice.
It's fine. It doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't think it does it takes damage, but yeah. I think there's your action and bonus action, right?
Yeah, I'm just seeing if I got any no action stuff. Well,
All right.
cool.
Yep. All right. Princess, back to you.
Damn, dice gel.
I'm gonna try. One move again.
All right.
That is that's a 13.
That does hit.
Oh, it does hit. Okay.
Yes, you're dealing with werewolf. You're dealing with just base werewolf stats, which has an AC of like 12.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then that's 6 damage.
Okay. So you just punch. You see Montblanc just like hit his own tentacle twice and do nothing, but then you just come in with an uppercut and slam into this thing's jaw, knock its teeth together. Okay. And as you're doing this, you can just like out of your peripheral vision, the cloaked and hooded figure is just kind of like gliding around behind you, watching the fight, and is just like quietly, just like good.
I hate this motherfucker.
Take control. Get angry.
Oh, fuck.
And then, okay, both wolves. Spirit Wolf's going to go for another claw. Gets a 12, though. So you can easily just, like, dodge out of the way as it swipes out at you. Montblanc, let's go. Grapple again. Trying to get free. Yeah, dirty 20.
Hold on. 16.
Hey, okay, so with its action, it manages to just, like, push the tentacle off of itself and let out a roar.
I'll let one back. Let's go.
All right. And then it is going to try and make its way towards the trap door, which is tied shut.
Tiger opportunity.
Yep, go ahead.
21.
Absolutely.
And because I have a feat called Crusher, and I hit with a bludgeoning damage, I can move it 5 feet to an unoccupied space of 5 feet away from the trapdoor. Just poof, to the side.
It's running towards the trapdoor. You just punch it right in the back. It just stumbles forward, keeps going, just runs into the wall.
That'll be 8 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
4 lightning.
Okay.
3 necrotic.
Okay. Yeah, the werewolf is not looking great. All right. That's its turn. Back to your turn, actually, now.
And then I was going to follow up with 2 more hits.
All right, so Monty's just down here just boxing a werewolf.
Oh, man. So, did you know with my unarmed strike, the damage I'll deal on unarmed strikes is just flat 7s? That's fun. Predatory strikes, though, are different, yeah. Because I have, yeah. Because I'm cool.
Because it's 1 for, what, base 1 plus 5 strength. What's the extra 1?
It says it says 7 damage on here, though.
Yeah.
Because of, some stuff.
Okay.
What am I doing? 2 attacks?
I think so.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
13?
Yeah, no. This one is princess, so no.
Balls. Okay, second one.
Mm-hmm.
21 again.
Yes.
10 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
3 lightning.
Okay.
2 necrotic.
Okay. You just come up and just whiff with the first one, and then just come down and just lightning, necrotic, and punch, just bam, and just bring this werewolf down to the floorboards. Princess, you're gonna get one more turn here, as just like the world around you has just started to kind of like grow dark and start fading inwards.
And the spirit wolf in front of me, it just looks like a wolf, right? I don't.
Basically, yeah.
It doesn't like look like beat the shit like the same way that physical wolf is looking.
No, it looks like they were tracked separately, but it also looks like this thing. They were tracked separately, but this one did not have the same amount of health as the physical one.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh, I forgot to click that I cast Hex. Oopsie daisies.
Actually, sorry. I'm gonna drop my rage.
Okay.
And use cause fear.
Ooh, nice.
On Spirit Wolf.
Okay.
And that's they have to wisdom save of 14.
Okay. Give me a flat roll then. 12.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And so basically, you drop your rage and just lash out with magical energy, and just because it's cause fear, you basically just like you can also because of the spirit world you're in, you can basically see just like the waves of magical psychic energy coming off of you and striking into this thing, and just the immediate just like ears pinned back, tail tucks between the legs, and just kind of like cowers down in front of you, as the world kind of just like grows dark, and like as your body passes out, your mind and spirit catch up with it, and everything goes dark. And as you do, like you do sense that like that last cause fear actually did have a tangible effect. And you can hear the last thing you hear before everything goes to unconsciousness is the voice of the hooded and cloaked figure, who says one more thing, which is, "Good. I am tired of watching your line sit and wait in gilded cages." And you are unconscious.
Yeah.
Is the werewolf fighting unconscious too?
Yes, that was you. That was you knocked Princess's body unconscious, and then that basically ran out the timer for Princess and Spirit World.
Okay.
What's going on?
They'll be fine.
Tedros tries to stick his head down and take a look.
Yeah, you can just see werewolf princess just unconscious on the floor.
And then I'm gonna end my Crimson Right, so my fists are no longer arced with lightning.
Montblanc.
And I guess I'll drop Hex too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
they lost control. Seemed like it, at least on my end. You
Are
gonna?
you staying with her for the rest of the night?
Yeah. Do you want to as well, or?
Yes.
All right.
And
Come on down
he'll come on down and
to the price.
look. And I don't think he knows much about werewolf physiology, but he will try and see if it looks like the werewolf is okay and still breathing and doing all the stuff.
Yeah, looks like, little beat up, but otherwise still breathing and looks. Yeah, you can tell that you can tell from looking at the wounds Montblanc did pull his punches and not go for anything lethal.
Oh, tentacle goes away too.
Well, you know more about this than I do. How did it go?
I can usually, so based on my experiences, you can tell when someone's in control and when they're not. And best way I can explain it is I didn't see princesses as, just saw the wolves.
Okay. Well. So then we try. Is this going to happen tomorrow night? How much?
I'm not too sure. The way I was able to control my transformations was through blood magic and concoctions and stuff. This is a little different.
Yeah.
Also, Montblanc, you would know that it's only the night of the full moon.
Oh, right.
That does it. So because last night was also technically a full moon type night, so
I forgot.
It's only the one night.
All right. I forgot. Full moon, so we'll be good tomorrow.
Okay. So then, what? We try again next month?
I guess so. We'll see. Yeah.
Well, I guess that means you got to hang around at least for another month, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm pretty sure there are 3 women who are mad at me right now.
Why is that?
Because I asked them to stay in town.
Well, I mean, yeah, we don't want anyone else getting bit and having to deal with this multiple times, right?
Yes, right. And I get that, but making sure that everyone feels respected is a lot. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. Sounds like you have your own thing to tussle with. Good luck.
I may have more than that. I don't know why she told me first, but Galina did mention that she saw some stuff that had to do with your dad, which is why I sent her in your direction, and I hope she told you everything.
Told me about seeing the ship I served on and
Right, yeah.
possibly Titan's grave, yeah.
So yeah, she also saw some boats hanging around near where I'm from. Didn't look like they were warships, but definitely Aeorian. So I may have to take a trip there.
Yeah.
I'd really love to not have to take a trip there, though.
Yeah. If we go to where I'm from, we can't fly the ship there.
Okay. I was kind of thinking about that. I have to check and see, but maybe we can pick up some scrap cloth and kind of rig it so that it looks like a really strange version of a ship.
That's a good idea, because the Navy ain't one to tussle with over that way. And they wouldn't be used to seeing a flying ship, so they'd probably
shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
I don't think I checked to see if we even have any weapons on board. We should probably, well, I guess that'll be part of getting all of this stuff together.
Yep. The only thing we'd have to worry about is if we're sailing, we'd have to watch out for pirates.
Is that a big problem?
More recently, sort of. The guy who's in control of the flagship of the Navy, the one who orchestrated the mutiny and kind of framed me for it, he's allied with some pirates. So,
oh, they're pirates. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if we're beating up mutineers and pirates, then I don't have to feel bad.
Of course, you don't have to. It's right. Yep.
All right. So the two of you just pass the time and wait for morning up here, basically?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Back over to the hot springs where the other three are taking a bath. Anything exciting going on over here?
I think not really. I think Galina's just kind of like pissed off generally.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say anything exciting is happening. If,
Right.
We're all just
If you think-
angrily sitting
if
in
you-
the hot springs.
if you think three girls sitting in a hot tub, angry at all their friends, is exciting, then sure, they're
Okay.
holding hands and fuming
We're all just,
for
like,
a couple
sitting
different
like
reasons.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
there's reality shows based on that, essentially.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So no. Okay. I just want to make sure it's like there's any conversations happening over there or anything, or plotting or scheming, or like secretly you were actually we wanted to sneak back to the ship when no one was looking. Okay. So yeah, you go
Not
off.
really.
Okay. So y'all go off. Yeah. You're pissed in a hot tub, and
We know
then
when we're not wanted, so we're gonna leave the others alone.
okay.
So actually thinking about it, I would at some point over the night probably try to find the queen just to start like trying to solidify some political ties.
So yeah, I mean, she's basically like ridiculously grateful to all of you for getting her son back. So she's just basically like, there's still some amount of like winding down, eating and stuff, and like Anugi is out playing with friends in the main eating hall. So she's kind of just sitting there off to the side and enjoying having him home. So you can find her really easily.
Hello, Your Majesty. How are you enjoying the festivities?
I'm greatly enjoying them. And again, I have you to thank for returning my son to me.
Well, you really have mostly Yulyanya to thank. She really put in a lot of work.
Well, I will happily thank all of you.
I'm very sorry to, mix the pleasure with the business. But I was just wondering if we could perhaps have a quick conversation about the future of our countries' respective relationships.
Yes, I don't feel any need to go to war anymore, but at the very least, I count you, your sister, and your friends among my friends. So, while I am hesitant to make any formal ties with your empire as a whole, given what one of them and what several of them were doing in the ruins and on my country,
Of course.
I will happily deal with them as long as all correspondence goes through you.
There's like, clearly she's like trying to appear like that doesn't like super please her,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like super not working. Like her like
We can work out particulars in the morning of how any correspondence or anything like that, where I can send, should I need to speak with you for any diplomatic reasons, where I can send word to send for you. You should know where to find me. We don't move very much.
Of course, of course. All right. Well, I will let you get back to your festivities. I am very tired, and I believe I will be retiring for the night.
Understood. And again, thank you very much, my friend.
It was truly our pleasure.
Okay. Yeah, and she goes back to enjoying watching a Noogie play and be home. And you can go. Are you just gonna go to bed?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
There's not really much else for me to do.
All right. Yule and Victoria going to bed, or are you doing anything else tonight?
I would say like Yule probably goes to bed and is just like sitting all the way underneath her new quilt from the circus remains. Just like completely underneath there, but like casting light so that she can just reread Monty's letter over and over and over again. So she probably falls asleep at some point, but like not for a very long time.
Okay. And then Victoria, anything?
After her sister and Yule have gone to bed, Victoria is gonna give it one more try for the day, just to try to, tap into that portal energy and, get that going. Just
Okay.
give it a little try.
Actually, this time, what I would like from you is I would like a wisdom check tied to the same type of wisdom check that Galina made, involving memories returning.
So, plus wisdom?
Yep, roll add wisdom.
I mean, not add wisdom, but...
Oh, that's right.
Okay. That's a 17.
That was with the subtraction?
It's an 18 on the die.
Okay, all right, okay.
Maybe kind of being pissed off is helping.
Maybe. All right. Let's see.
Where is it? All right.
All right. It's the name. He said his name and he's the one you're trying to think of. And he said his name when the two of you saw him. And it's also that name that you're trying to focus on, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And in focusing on that name and trying to focus your energies and spending so much time just thinking about it, it does unlock some memories. They are scattered, and they are it's almost like being played in fast forward. It's almost like you're just being careened through a series of events, all related to his name. It's like every instance of time, like it's like snippets of every time you heard his name being spoken, and
like Control F on the memories.
Basically, yeah, it's like Control F on the memory of his name, and then just being rapidly thrown through them. And the tone as they as you start off the beginning, it's more cordial. It's more It's like the first one is an introduction. Afterwards, they're friendly uses of the name, and just gradually over time, though, the tone of the name being spoken gets more. There's more and more disdain and more dislike finds its way into the tone until that is the only thing there, and then disdain and dislike start turning to hatred and anger, and then finally at the very end turns to fear and panic. And you recognize Galina's voice among those saying the name, and especially among those who are among the afraid and panicked at the end. And the only association you have at the end is destruction and devastation and death of so many people you care about, all related to the one name, Gregorios.
Gregory.
And those are the memories that just come flooding back into your brain all at once, just too many to parse all the individual parts.
Oh my god.
Victoria tries to go to sleep after that, but not.
How do you think that goes?
It's not gonna go great. She's just like, that's a lot to unpack right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna put the suitcase aside.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. All right, you try to go to sleep. It takes you a while, just parts of that playing on loop over and over again until finally you're able to pass out well into the night, and just eventually you just get so tired you fall asleep. And okay, all of you get your long rest.
All right, no longer a werewolf.
Yep. No one is a werewolf anymore right now, or no one is, you know what I mean. Like no one is actively wolfed out.
All right.
Not even Teen Wolf.
Cards I can't see.
Oh, actually, so yeah, I forgot to mention for you, since it's a new day, the way we're gonna do that, because Victoria draws the cards and can't even see what they are. The way we're gonna do that is, from now, as long as the curse is active, don't draw your full spread. Instead, every time you use a spell from your spread, you're just going to draw it out of the deck and see what it is as you cast it.
Oh man.
But then like once you've cast it, it stays out and you can kind of remember what that one is. And like you can do stuff like if you put the card in a different pocket or something, like there are ways to like keep them separate so you can keep track of them, but you won't know what they do until you use them. Deck as you cast them.
All right, we're raw dogging it, everybody. Let's go.
All right. I'll be the first one awake down on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like up with the dawn, or even like before the dawn, and I'll just nudge Princess awake.
Okay. Yeah, Princess, you can come to. For you, it's like
Princess
moments
still
past.
sleeps like the dead.
Yeah.
Werewolf or no.
Mm-hmm. But for once he gets you awake, it is like moments past. It's like you were in that spirit world where you like terrified the spirit wolf, darkness closed in, and the next thing you know, you're opening your eyes and like Monty is nudging you awake.
I do think that Tedros would have put a blanket over her, so that at least she, didn't have to worry about that part. But yeah, carry on.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Princess will wake up slowly. Like, oh, you're not dead. I'm not dead. That's good.
No, I think I knocked you out.
Yeah, I gathered that from my end of things.
Yeah, from my end, it seems like you lost control. How'd it go on your end?
More of a tug of war.
Interesting. Huh. Well, how you feeling about it?
pissed, to be completely honest. You're a patron.
Yeah.
Do they ever tell you to do things that you don't agree with?
All the time. All the time.
Like make friends.
Basically, yeah, when I was thinking about leaving, they kind of told me to stay in their own little way.
This is out of Princess question. Is Tedros still down here? Tedros climb up.
He's probably sleeping in the corner, but like in the corner.
Okay.
You can look over and see Tedros just curled up in the corner.
Princess is like points her chin towards Tedros and like, he okay?
Yeah, I brought him down here just in case we needed a snack.
Very funny, Montblanc.
No, he's fine.
Okay.
I sort of tied myself down to the trap door so he couldn't get in until everything was sort of dealt with. And then I brought him down, invited him down.
I think probably in the future we should invest in. Oh, we lost a friend. Okay. I think somewhere time in the future, maybe we should invest in a way that we're not shipping everyone out.
Yeah.
Of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know, a reinforced room with no windows.
And the prince looks around the room like, I think we could make something happen. Thank you.
Yeah, don't mention it. I think Tedros is feeling a little guilty or something.
About?
Kind of told the others not to come here today so we could, not get them bit or something like that. And I guess Tedros is feeling a little bad.
It must be exhausting carrying what people think all the time.
I
don't know how he does it.
I can't imagine what it's like. Yeah.
Well, again, we have time to talk afterwards.
Yeah.
I imagine they're at the morning time, yes?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. We should go get the others, and then Chris is gonna sluggishly try to get.
Okay, I'm gonna
getting the fuck up.
I'm gonna walk over to Tedros, and kind of go wild in the eyes and start drooling, and just kind of just hover over him and nudge him awake and just stay there wild-eyed staring and drool
Oh, Jesus.
Hey.
Oh. All right, yeah. Right, fine. What is wrong with you? I don't...
Nothing.
I think he drank salt water at one point during his time in the Navy.
Yeah.
That I don't. Sure, we'll go with that. How are you doing?
Who?
I know how you're doing.
Oh.
I'll need time to sit on some things. Yeah, thank you for sending the others in the different. I think they probably listen to you more than me and Montblanc.
Yep.
Yep. Sure, we'll go with that.
I mean, relatively, you know.
Yeah, but
In
more
the range of.
yeah, they're all probably pretty pissed off at me, but
Well, then we're all pissed off this morning, and it's a great way to start the day.
I feel relatively fine, actually.
That's
What
your
are you pissed
fine
off
is
about?
a different breed.
I had a lot
Huh?
of fun last night.
what are you pissed
What?
off about, Princess?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't like not being in control.
That would do it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So all of the women here are pissed off, but not all of them are pissed off at me.
No.
That sounds like progress.
In my experience, just nod.
Oh, don't worry. I've got plenty of experience with women pissed
Oh,
off.
do you?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Nice.
Well, sometimes you have to have people pissed off at you to get a job done.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about a better way forward in which
Yep.
no one has to be pissed off on the full moon, because I don't need that energy in my life. You don't
Yeah.
need that energy in your life. So let's go get some breakfast and talk about the next step.
Yes.
Yes.
And I have a quick suggestion that I think might actually help with the whole monthly endeavors. It involves going to get stuff that we probably should have picked. Well, we couldn't pick it up because we were being chased. But
Cannons.
cannons too. Let's go get food. We'll talk about it with the others.
Cannons against
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, if you ever turn and we can't stop you, we're gonna shove you in a cannon and just shoot you out of there.
I'll remind you, the only gunpowder implement in the world that you all know of is in Tedros' pocket.
Ballistas. We'll tie you up to a ballista
Catapult.
and just.
Ricochet.
Anyways,
Princess just looks horrified. No, no, no.
We're going to talk to you about jokes.
yeah.
We're going to talk to you about jokes.
All right, so the three of you are heading back to the back into the settlement. All right. The twins and Yulyanya, you all wake up in the settlement. It's just the three of you in there in the guest room you were all staying in. Galina is probably the most well rested, given that Yulyanya stayed up reading a letter until she passed out, and Viktoria was haunted by the return of some of her memories before she passed out.
Dear sister, why are your eyes so haunted and why are you so baggy? And then pinch her under eye bags.
Oh,
You're not sleeping? Why are you not sleeping?
I'm not sleeping because I'm in the middle of a fucking frozen desert with people that hate me and don't want me around, and I just want to go home where I know that I am loved.
I think Lena just starts crying. Me too.
Okay, so wait, is this a reasonable amount of time for people to all be awake?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Okay, because if Yule was awake or heard that at all, she would have been like, what? But I love you.
And you are with me at this moment. The others,
Exactly.
the ones that do not love us, are not here.
They do love us. They just don't love themselves, I think.
Oh man.
My dear, actions speak louder than words, and the actions of those last night are deafening.
Well, I don't think they respect us, but I do think that they love us because I think they just didn't want us to get hurt, and I understand that, but we're just as good of fighters as they are, and we would be okay if anything were to happen, and we could help if anything were to happen, and they don't see that, but I'm used to people underestimating me, so it's really fine, I guess.
Just because you are used to some treatment does not make said treatment fine.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not very much used to good treatment at all, so everything that they have said has been nice about us for the most part. The bad things that they've said, a lot we've earned. I'm not perfect, but I do wish they wouldn't just isolate themselves.
No one is perfect, and really it is the ones that pretend that they are perfect and think that they are perfect that we must watch out for.
That's a good point. I mean, I don't know though. I kind of think you guys are perfect, so
Well, stop it. You're perfect.
I'm pretty sure I'm the work of the devil? Something like that.
I'm gonna pinch Yulyanya's eye bags and be like, why you no sleeping either, huh?
Well, we've talked about the letter and everything.
I don't remember hearing about the letter.
What letter?
Did we not talk about the letter? Monty.
You guys talked about the gist of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you talked about it with Tedros and Princess, but I don't think Victoria or
sorry,
were at the table.
Yule is saying, like, did we not talk about that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Monty wrote me a letter, and, well, I told you a little bit last night about how it's not like he doesn't like you guys, it's just that he doesn't have as many feelings about you guys. But he said some concerning things, and I do think that you deserve to know he's thinking of leaving, and I'm trying to find a way to get him to stay.
I don't have advice for this one.
Honestly, I would just tell him to go. Like, there's no sense in keeping someone where they do not want to be. And he very obviously does not want to be near Galina and I.
But I don't think that he doesn't want to be near you. I just think that he doesn't feel comfortable being as exposed as we are lately, and we have been quite a bit more exposed, seeing as we just got an airship. I think he's just worried, and if we were to just soothe his concerns, then maybe he would stay with us. And you know that we are stronger together. Maybe you don't have strong feelings about each other now, but that's not a reason to throw away the possibility of being friends.
I don't tend to be friends with people that disrespect me or my sister.
How did he disrespect you or your sister?
It's a very complicated feeling, but very much recently, since we have met him, it has been nothing but disrespect towards my sister and I.
Well, what if I told you it's not that he disrespects you, it's just that he has no home training?
That is much as obvious, Yulyanya, that he does not
Yes,
have
and
home
we
training.
could help him. He could be trained.
But also he very much has home training.
Just not.
He
home
comes from
around
noble
here.
stock.
Yes, but for a long time he was dead, and then in the ocean, and then he was trying to fight for his life. He's paranoid. He has a lot of issues, probably needs to talk to someone, and that's not his fault. That's, life. Sometimes you get stabbed in the back by your boyfriend, right?
I don't remember if I ever had a boyfriend, so I can't say that.
I also don't know if I ever had a boyfriend.
Well, I've certainly never had a boyfriend, but I've heard that sometimes you get stabbed in the back by them. Honestly, regularly.
Regularly? Why does anybody
why would
have
you want
boyfriend
one?
then?
I don't know, but I've heard that it's something that happens quite commonly.
Then what is the point of a boyfriend? Like, I don't want to purposely put myself in a situation to get backstabbed.
Well, I think it's because they're pretty.
This is a euphemism, right?
Okay, like, being pretty does not justify backstabbing.
It doesn't
Or
justify
betray-
it, but I think that's why people put themselves in the position that might end up being stabbed in the back. I've heard some ancient stories about some gods and goddesses of my regions, and lots of backstabbing happened in those relationships.
See, not for me. If that is what love is, I do not want it.
Yeah, sister told me all about backstabbing specifically. She said it's a lot in relationships.
Oh my god.
I'm very confused by your upbringing in general, I think.
Well,
I would very much like to meet this sister. Very much the top of my plate priority is finding your situation, figuring that out.
If we find sister, then you can absolutely meet her. I'm sure she would love to meet you. She loves rich people.
Okay, great.
Well, don't know how to take that one. That does sound like something a backstabber would put out into the
Yes,
universe.
I am now seeing.
Oh no, it's just there's not very many people who don't have money who can actually afford to see a fancy show.
Good point. Good point.
Good point.
She says, Yulyanya, we are the Skybringers and we bring a good show. And that means you have to pay money to see a good show. And sometimes if you come to the show and you leave with less than you thought that you had, then that's just what happens at a show.
What?
Did
We're-
your sister steal from
Yeah, were
people?
you pickpocketing?
Was I what?
Pickpocketing.
Like, well, not
taking
you
people's
specifically,
money.
but like the circus.
I don't understand.
You know what? It's fine. It's really doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah. What is in the past is in the past.
Yes, what is in the past is in the past.
But
But-
you'll still help me find sister?
Of course.
Absolutely. If only to have a talk with your sister about proper things to teach younger siblings.
I think you would like my sister. I mean, she's not a very likable person, but I think you would like her.
Immediate message to Galina, like, oh my god.
Yeah. What is going on?
Are we going to kill the sister?
No. No? I hope not. No.
I'm trying so hard not to just break.
I'm ready to throw hands whenever.
But like, if we have to.
Yeah.
I think maybe.
But
some
either
skill.
way, I haven't had very many people that I've gotten close to in my life. I wasn't really allowed to get close to anyone when I was younger or when I was older. But now I have Monty and I have you, and I would love it if you had each other.
We do have each other.
Yeah.
No, if you two had Monty and Monty had you.
Oh. You know what? I will put forth an effort, and if it is not returned, then we will know. We will have our answer.
Okay, that's all I ask.
Yulyanya is like the child of divorce who's just like, I don't
Yeah.
understand why we can't be a family anymore.
This family we've never had.
And was-
Why aren't we?
And was
why aren't we a
definitely not given.
family?
And was definitely not given the birds and bees.
No, none of that.
I volunteered Tedros to give that
Yep,
talk.
that's Tedros.
That has to be good old Teddy.
Tedros just with a book, like with some sort of book on the subject just in front of his face, so he can't, like, the book has nothing to do with the talk. It has everything to do with the fact of just keeping his face from having to look at anybody.
And then meanwhile, Yulyanya's like, I'm 25. I know about sex.
Not the birds or beasts, though.
Yeah, Yulyanya's just like straight up not a virgin.
You never had a boyfriend. That means nothing about sex.
Yeah.
True.
Excuse you, I was a performer.
I have been backstabbed.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Anywho, all right. Does everyone go and meet back up in the like dining hall area downstairs?
Standing behind
Yeah.
your face. I'm standing behind
Yeah,
your
Alright.
face.
Yeah.
All right,
Is
everybody-
there like breakfast being served at this point?
It will be, yeah. So Sully will see all of you coming back. Coming down. Well, he was expecting everyone to come down from upstairs, and seeing all you come back, he's got food set up, and he like sets out some more of that, like flatbread and jam and berries, and some like leftover meat and stuff from the feast from the night before. For those of you that eat meat, but definitely make sure that there are plenty of options for vegetarian Galina.
Yeah. Princess just goes to town with breakfast.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
The groups just come in from the front door, come down from downstairs, both just sit there. Well, one of the groups just comes in, sits down, just starts eating.
Well, we can talk after.
No
I'm done
utensils.
being
Just I'm so hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
fucking savages. Sorry.
I like to imagine this is in unison. Like all three of you just walk up to the bench, swing a leg over, sit down, and then just.
Excuse me.
Oh,
I've got manners, okay?
Oh, okay.
As the only non-werewolf in this trio, I'm cool. But I think Tedros would, if the other ladies are not downstairs yet, we'll go upstairs to go.
I think you'll all pretty much come down. They'll come down at the same time, like as you're getting there. So you all reconvene in the morning here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just
Good
putting
morning.
cheese on a little crostini.
Just
Some
handfuls
jam.
of mammoth meat. Just.
Princess like follows her food and was like, I didn't part of me was hoping that Tedros was over exaggerating, that you guys might have been upset, but I see that it's not an over exaggeration.
No, it's not. But you all did what I asked you to do, and I appreciate that.
I was just worried about you guys and
I know.
felt a little bit excluded for no reason.
And that's
Do
fair.
you want to become a werewolf?
Do you want to die?
Just mid.
Where? What? Let's go. What's that?
What the fuck does her sister teach her?
I'm
What?
trying to connect how we got from point A to point B.
You don't
Do I
want
want
me.
to die?
You don't want me to become a werewolf, and you see that as a possibility if I were to be there during your werewolf
Yes.
transformation. And I don't want you to die, and I see that as a possibility if I'm not there during your werewolf transformation. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Oh.
Seemed
The
like a threat.
possibility of me dying.
It did seem a little bit like a threat.
Okay.
Like, valid?
The possibility of me dying during my werewolf transformation.
Because of a certain someone with a certain shiny object in his boot?
It's actually
This
not
just
in my-
looks at Montblanc, so
lift-
everyone just knows about the secret.
I show up.
dagger
I
gave you.
lift up my pant legs and there is no silver.
You gave him a
in my-
dagger?
There is no silver dagger in my boots. I show off my boots.
Oh, so
Tedros has
you
it.
missed-
Tedros
I know
pulls out
Tedros.
the
I was
silver
there when you
dagger.
gave Tedros the dagger.
And he puts it on the table.
She never said who. She just said a certain someone.
She literally said a certain someone. She
Look.
did not say specifically.
when I went there, I went to make sure that nobody died. That was the whole purpose. So I had the dagger all night to make sure that she didn't get stabbed.
Yes, because you are smarter than everyone and better than everyone, and
I am
you
not
know that
smarter
you could
than
never,
everyone. I am not
you
better
could
than
never mess
everyone.
up, and you could never accidentally do something wrong, and you could never need other people to back up your decisions. You need to decide on everything on your own, right?
When was a silver dagger on, like, when has that been in play?
Princess gave it to me just in case things went sideways.
Yeah, we don't get to know things because we're not the ones that are the smart ones who can handle things, and we're not strong enough for those sorts of pieces of information.
Yeah.
That was about, I gave Montblanc the dagger because Montblanc, from what he has told us, is a monster hunter. He is trained in how to do those things. Like we let Galina lead us when we are in a social situation because that is what Galina is good at. We let Viktoria stand.
Do we? Because as far as I remember, every time we've let Galina go and do the thing that she is good at, it has been met with a lot of resistance from the three of you, especially a certain monster hunter.
I don't know who you're talking about. I'm just here to eat food.
I hope you fucking choke.
I thought you said
Wouldn't be the first time.
You said you would try.
Wouldn't be the first time I've choked on meat. So.
Good.
Whispering to Yul, Galina will be like, "This is her trying."
Fuck it.
This is like all the rage that Princess still was holding on to kind of leaves her shoulders. And she's like, okay. I would just like to point out the fact we have known each other for what, 2 weeks?
If that.
Yes. And I have had 2 decades worth of mistrusting the person sitting next to me. That is a lot to undo in 2 weeks. So forgive me if I don't immediately unload every bit of information. I will work on that. We are tied together now, apparently, unless Montblanc decides to fuck off.
2 weeks is the longest friendship I've ever had. And
you and me both.
So,
but it's new.
Forgive me if I don't want to let it go, because one of my friends entrusts another of my friends to stab them just in case anything were to happen.
I don't want anyone possibly getting hurt because of me.
But we don't need that to be the solution.
It's clearly off the table now. I won't apologize for it because I'm not sorry.
It's off the table this month.
Huh?
This month. Is there not a full moon every month? Do I not know nature? I mean, I don't think I know a lot of things.
But clearly everyone has stated they do not like that solution. And I am nothing if not respectful of everyone's choices, especially if we are going to continue as a group. It is off the table, or on the table, gesturing to the dagger on the table.
I think maybe Tedros should hold on to it, because I feel like Tedros is the one who's definitely not going to use it.
What do you mean Tedros is the one who's definitely not going to use it?
Because Tedros made me give it to them. So it wouldn't be
used. So that you wouldn't use it because you definitely would use it.
Yeah, because that's what Princess wanted.
Great. So do you still want to leave, Monty?
Not 100%.
How many percent?
50%.
What do I have to do to make it 100%?
Kill Tedros. No. Trying to ease the tension.
You're doing a wonderful job.
Could you just say something nice about Victoria's hair or something? Like, that's a friendly thing to say. That would be a nice start.
His pity.
It wouldn't be pity. It would just
To be
an
fair,
acknowledgement
Victoria,
of the
you
truth.
do look very nice, so nobody who says a nice thing about you is going to be lying.
Yeah, it wouldn't be pity. It's just the truth.
I'm gonna whisper in Victoria's ear in Primordial and just be like, I don't think Tedros would backstab.
Or would he? But
the behavior from last night feels very backstabbing.
All right. Listen. All I know is that we have spent 2 weeks together, and that is 2 weeks that I personally have spent proving myself, healing you, protecting you in battles. Is this not true? This is
very
true.
true. Yes.
I have been nothing but polite and kind. And truthfully, at this point, to just brush over the 2 weeks we spent together proving ourselves to each other, I don't know.
You never had to prove yourselves to each other. Or to me.
Yulyanya would just like grab Monty's sleeve and be like, "You need to be more of an active listener, Monty. You could just say yeah and nod your head."
I am listening.
You need to confirm that you agree with what you agree with.
Anyways, I am willing to put last night behind me and move forward as a solidified group, if that is what the group wishes to do. However, that being said, the three of you need to start taking us more seriously, I believe. In my heart of heart, that is my feelings.
I do think that I understand.
Well, then I'm gonna put some more cheese on a little crostini and a different type of jam.
I understand.
Oh, that jam wasn't very good.
I understand if you are worried about us. I understand if you don't want us to get hurt. I understand if you want to have a conversation in which you ask us not to come, but to leave secretly, to keep us out of the loop, to just not tell us and hope that that keeps us safe. It just sends a different message than you are telling us you're trying to send. And I agree with Galina. I want to be a group. I want to be friends. And I want to help all of you find whatever it is you're looking for. And if what you're looking for is friendship, I hope you find it with me. But I don't want to be undervalued. I don't want to feel dumb. I don't want to feel helpless and useless and powerless. And like you feel like you have to worry about me all the time. If that's love, I don't want it.
All right, shall we put it to a vote?
Put what to vote?
The moving forward together. Because so far it's only me and Yulyanya who have expressed interest in that.
I told Yulyanya in the letter that I was staying, and I promised to stay because I gave them a promise to help them find their family.
Yes, but you said that it was Tedros who made you stay.
Yeah, and the promise that I made to
And
you.
the promise. But let's say we found Sister tomorrow. You would just leave then?
No.
What if Sister doesn't want me? What if Sister...
Then you don't need them.
I
Go ahead.
no.
I have spent a long time trying to get away from being responsible for everything. Some parts of that, I guess, are a little bit harder to let go of than others, but I'm only here because I trust you all.
And I apologize if there's issues with me getting close to people, but the last person I got extremely close to, I fell in love with, and they stabbed me in the back and left me for dead on the ocean to die. So I apologize if I'm hesitant on getting close to people again. And I apologize if I'm distant and grumpy. I don't want that to happen to me again, and I don't trust anyone getting close to me again, so I'm hesitant based on past trauma and stuff. And now the person who fucking did that all to me is threatening my mom and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm dealing with shit. So I'll apologize if I'm not nice.
Monty, I think that you're lovely. I really do. You made me a hat, and you made me a blanket. You really are a very nice person and a good friend. The first and best friend that I'll ever have. And I don't want to lose you just because you feel like maybe you don't fit in. I don't fit in either, but I'd like to think that no one here doesn't like me for it.
I don't think there's anybody here who fits into the normal stuff. And I think that's kind of why we fit together.
I'm now eating some leftover potato salad. I put some jam on it. Ugh.
Ew.
Oh, that was bad. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry, I wanted to try
God.
something new, but regret.
You'll just like sneaks a bite and you just see like,
Princess is just kind of like just taking this and like this then looks at Galina. I have already stated that it seems that our paths are intertwined. I am here for the long run. I have my own goals, and that is my priority, because there are more people than us. You trying to quickly count? It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, no, six. I can't count. Then there are more people than the six of us that I'm worried about. Many more people who need me to be successful. I will be upfront and honest, as I always am. I will do what I need to do for those people because they are my responsibility. If your feelings get hurt in that long run, I'd like that to be avoided. But if it cannot be avoided, I cannot be sorry for that.
All that we are asking is that you allow us to help you. Rely on us the way we rely on you.
Okay. So if I gave you a all I need to hear. I know, Yulyanya, that seems extreme, seems dangerous.
I don't know why that has to be the option.
That is the last option. That's plan Z.
We have literal magic.
I had literal magic when I faced down a wolf too.
Yes, but were you prepared?
Yes, I would say that I was very prepared.
I was too.
You went in knowing that you were facing a werewolf?
Werewolves, plural, yes.
Okay, well, we're only facing one werewolf, so what's the problem?
I
don't understand. It's not the same scenario. Why do you think it would be the same outcome?
I like to be prepared. That's all it is. I like to be prepared. That's literally it all it is. Do I think that this will have to come to that at any given moment? No. But I've had way too much shit luck in my life to go into things expecting that plan A is going to work all the time. This is that is the last option, but I think it's always better to be prepared than to go out into the world with your ass out.
Well, it's your life, and it's your dagger, and I don't want anyone to use it, but I can't stop you from having it and from asking people to, but I just hope you know that not being made aware of it was the entire problem.
Fair.
I just don't want you to think that you have to be strong for everybody and that you can't ask anyone to be strong for you in return.
Okay.
You've had a hard night. I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
I've been through worse, but thank you. And we can talk about that maybe on our ship with a direction someplace else. We have a lot of things on our plate.
Yes, I suppose we must decide where we're going next, huh?
Tedros, you said you had a lead on that?
Well, not our final destination, but I think it would probably help a lot if we had other options. And I was thinking we could probably swing back and pick up all the chain and stuff that we didn't have last night.
Yeah.
And then after that, I figured we could at least set some stuff up so that we can make the ship look like a regular ship if it's in the water. But
if we're talking about where we're going to go first, could I make a request?
Of course.
Could we help Monty?
Princess will just look at Montblanc with a questioning face.
He has pressing concerns. His mother is in trouble, and I don't even have a mother. I don't know where my sister is, but I have a new family. So could we help Monty?
I personally have no pressing matter. Well, I mean, I don't not have pressing matters. There are always things happening that require my attention. But of course, I am more than willing to go to Titan's grave if that is where we want to go next?
I
Montblanc?
would like to.
Yeah.
You said that he threatened your mother, right?
Yeah.
Can we check on her?
I can't.
But could I? They don't know who I am.
That's true. Yeah.
I could go see your mother and tell her anything you want me to.
Huh.
I could even like do a little drawing of you and then like say what it wants you to say, and then she would see a cute little picture of her boy saying whatever you need to say, like I love you. It could be nice.
Your mother is a noblewoman, correct?
Was. The nobles of where I'm from, they collectively govern the nation. And when I was framed for the mutiny, they revoked her nobility and basically put her in a life of squalor, essentially. But still let her live out her days in the family estate.
Made her face look different or something. She could go into hiding.
What if we just go and talk to her and let her tell us what she needs, rather than stressing out about it beforehand?
That's a good idea.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
All right, now I think since we are starting off on a fresh foot and whatnot, that we should, like my favorite book, come up with a name.
Oh my god.
Name?
To refer to us collectively as a group.
A name?
No.
Like, what do you mean? A group has a name? A group can have a name?
They tend
Yeah,
to,
like
yeah.
lots of adventuring bands have names. I'm not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh!
We-
Oh,
Well, only two of us are wolves.
That
Yeah,
could be arranged.
That could be that could be
could we
arranged.
not, please?
Well, how
Please.
cool is it to be a wolf?
Not cool.
No.
Not
Are
cool.
there other were creatures? Like, could I be
Yeah.
a were-bear?
There's werebears, wereboars,
Well,
wererats.
Do you get
Werebats.
like powers?
Wow.
Could I get like special powers?
Depends. The special power is you can get killed really easily by silver.
Okay, but like you could also kill other people really easily.
Maybe we
Yeah.
focus on stuff that doesn't involve people.
I also don't
dying.
want to wrangle
easily.
like.
Wait, I thought
I also
that
don't
it
wanna-
was.
I also don't want to.
I thought we were
wrangle,
discussing options. I thought
yeah,
we were discussing.
I just don't want to wrangle more werewolf transformations at once. More and more.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
One
If
is
any
a
of you
lot.
got cursed, I don't know what I would do. Like I
No.
it just can't.
Yeah.
I almost have control over it. Not in the same way that Montblanc has it, but I think I almost have it.
Yeah, that was interesting.
The Silver Maw. What if we were called the Silver Maw? You know,
The
like
silver what?
silver for the wolf thing, maw for like the crunching and the crunching. The Silver
I'm-
Maw.
I like it.
I'm still confused. What are we talking? Oh, the name.
Why don't we just
The
call
name.
ourselves the fucking Moobs?
No.
No.
The M words. The
Stop
M
with
and
this
M word
blur.
stands for moobs.
I think that's gonna get confusing.
Honestly, I don't know.
All right, team vote. All in favor for Silver Maw.
I don't really know what a maw is. I'm
A
sorry.
mouth.
He's a mouth.
Oh, but why is there
Chompy,
silver
chompy.
in our mouth?
Is
I just agree with Galina. I think I
We can workshop it. We'll have some
Yeah.
time.
We'll think on it.
Alright, I don't know what we need to think about. It feels pretty fleshed out already, but
Well, I've just now been brought the possibility of having a name. I didn't know we could have a
I
name.
will say this. Before we go to Titan's grave, if we do, the ship can't look like what it is. It has to sail on the water. Otherwise, it'll get shot down.
Sorry, I've been trying to find a time to. And you see Sully standing there with another plate of bread, and he's just like standing there off to the side, like waiting to put it down, but was trying to find.
I feel like Galina's just been like taking pieces of bread off that plate.
And he says, we have been wondering if there's anything we can do for you or get for you in terms of like supplies or anything like that. You've done so much for us. We're happy to help you with however we can.
Sailing supplies for like a ship.
We can make that happen. We have a very well-traveled trader in town who is happy to, well, we will be happy to pay for any supplies you need, for whatever you need for this.
All right.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
oh fuck, can you send a letter?
We can, yes.
Cool.
You may get there wherever you're going. You may get there ahead of it based on how quickly you got here. But
No, I think I want to make the ship go normal sailing ship speed
all right,
to blend in and not, you know.
mm-hmm.
Can you send a letter to Dieter von Stark of Titan's grave?
I think so. Yes, we'd have to get it up to the next coastal settlement and then find a ship to put it on and then send it. But yes, we could arrange that.
All right. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. In the meantime, sailing supplies. I will go talk to Lubedo about that, and they will get everything you need.
And then whatever else they want, I suppose, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your generosity. It is really too kind.
So it is the least we can do after you brought our son back.
You'll just look like kind of intensely at Sully and be like, so can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If you're married to the queen, are you a king?
No. She's the queen. She's in charge. I'm just sort of the queen's husband.
Interesting. I thought queens and kings were always married.
I've heard stories, but no, not here.
Okay, so the queen can just be queen without being married to a king?
Yes.
That's cool.
I don't know why a king would be required to have a queen.
Well, in the valley, we don't have queens or kings, so I've only heard stories.
Quite some time since we've had a king. Either way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How long?
Oh, I don't know. Several generations back, I think. Usually we have a queen, as far as I know from our history.
Well, that's cool. Your wife is a good queen.
I certainly think so.
Will your son become king?
He might, if that's the path he wants to follow.
He would be a good king.
I'd like to think so.
Well, thank you.
Thank all of you. And if I may offer a bit of advice.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it over here. You're just like in the middle of a giant, like big eating hall area. So like, you are all some of the most remarkable people I have ever seen, met, or heard of. You are capable of doing things that I've only heard about in storybooks, and you are like legends come to life. And I imagine that sort of thing, if the stories I've heard and read are anything to go off of, that is going to make you some enemies. That seems to be, if you don't have them already, that seems to be just the nature of people like you.
I don't think the hag likes us very much.
Well, the feeling's mutual.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
So, whatever issues you have with each other, whatever complaints, whatever friction, I understand are completely valid. However, I can't understate how much good all 6 of you being in one place together did for my family. And I can only imagine, if you stay together, how many more families and how many more people will benefit from your being together. You are a force of good in the world, and I would hate to see that be lost. That's all.
Now this man knows what he's talking about. We should all listen to him, especially you, Monty.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to go back to the kitchen. Are there any? I can take those dishes, actually. Let me just take those. That plate's empty. Did you want the rest of this potato salad?
Yeah, of course I want the rest of the potato salad.
All right, yes. Just
Yeah,
let me
thank
just
you so much.
your plate.
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Thank you. Oh, it's so good. You have to give recipe.
I'll
Just
see if I can
don't let
find it.
her have any of the jam.
It's about the combination.
I like experimenting.
That's fine.
Yeah, the combination was a bit weird. Of course.
It wasn't
The
good.
combination wasn't actually that bad, but she didn't like it.
As it turns out, fig jam and potato salad does not go together.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
Why are you talking like that?
That's how he talks.
Being
What do you
honest.
mean that's how he talks? That's not how he talks.
Being honest.
Justin, why are you
what?
doing that accent? It's okay. I can already feel me losing my accent because of it.
Being honest? What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Hard to explain.
Explain though? It could be hard. You could do it though. You're capable of doing
You'll
hard
be
things.
mad.
He put on fake accent to be with us.
And
Go into hiding.
fake name to protect myself and my mother.
Yes, it's much like how our accent is very distinct. His accent will mark him immediately as a noble born from Titan Grave.
Wait, so you're telling me that you usually
Talk like
Usually
this
talk
to
like-
blend in. No, not to blend in, but sort of be like, oh, who's that? Who cares? Yeah.
but usually you talk like this.
Yeah.
Are you going to just start talking like that?
We'll see.
You can. You can be yourself if you want to. I won't say I won't make fun of it though.
All right.
Really, not the words someone wants to hear when they
Yeah.
bear
Tend to-
Why
the
not?
truth.
Well,
Why?
I like your voice.
Well, it's nice. It's just not what I'm used to. I mean,
That's the point.
so you're telling me that that's what you usually talk like? You usually talk suave and so nice, but then you talk like this in order to blend in. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
How did you choose this accent?
I don't fucking know. I was
Well, Monty.
I was in a place called Tiburon, and a lot of them kind of talk like that there, and I'm like, fuck it. Here comes
well,
Mont Blanc Montauban of Tiburon. Rhymes, but
And what's your real name?
I've said it before.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know
maybe-
things. I don't.
Okay, we're kind of in the middle, and you know,
Sullivan Warncroft.
Ah, Sully.
Yeah.
Monty and Sully are both good names, but the accent though. I mean, I shouldn't make fun of you. That's mean.
It's fine.
All right. So y'all finish up breakfast?
Yep.
Okay.
We're finished pushing food around the plate like Victoria's been doing.
yeah.
So you can all kind of finish up breakfast, finish up eating. I'm going to tell you, just to summarize the next bit of things to get you up to ready to leave. The ship does. Victoria, through her connection to the wind spirit, would know that it is not capable of helping you past the borders of this nation, basically. And it is what has been helping the ship fly. However, it can tell you that through an image of, if you kind of go back and forth with it and you're like, well, how do we make the ship fly? It would give you an image of Galina's Leviathan moving through the air. Given that it is technically also an elemental, it would be able to keep the ship aloft. Any experiments with this will show that basically, and this can kind of go through like Galina, Viktoria, and Tedros all working together, the ship works best with a air or fire elemental. So the wind spirit was able to keep it at full speed. A water or earth elemental is capable of powering it, but not completely. So basically, it will move, but at a slower pace. And so basically, even if you want to fly, functional sails right now are basically a necessity, because like Leviathan can get it off the ground, but then you still need sails to move forward.
Okay.
So over the course of a few days, Montblanc will have to oversee the like retrofitting of sails onto this thing to make it so it's capable of sailing on water or in the air.
I'm also gonna send you the letter that I get sent out to.
Perfect.
It just says there's no name on it either. It just says
Yeah.
I believe that after breakfast is done, Tedros would ask Victoria if she wants to talk.
We can talk. We can have words.
All right, well, you can let me have it. I'm ready, I think.
Let you have what?
You're upset.
I am, but I do not feel the need to blow up at you. I believe that this morning we have made our feelings very clear. And any further yelling would only
I'm sorry. I know
I
it doesn't.
accept your apology.
And I know it doesn't change anything about what we talked about this morning, but I want you to know that I've never thought that you couldn't handle stuff.
Like I said to young Yulyanya this morning, actions speak louder than words. And the actions of last night were deafening. So you can say what you want, all you want right now. But it does not reverse the actions of last night. You truly are sorry. Do better.
He reaches for the pouch that he's had around his neck and he asks, "Do you still want me to have this?"
Yes.
Okay.
It feels like I was not here really for the events of last night, they're kind of blanking in my mind. If you haven't told my sister, don't tell her about that one.
I definitely will not, and I'm still
I'm just laughing so hard. It just like on my screen, it's just like your one's on one side, one's on the other, and then flows directly beneath me in the middle, just like
Meanwhile, I'm on my phone because laptop curses me, and thus I'm swiping between the screens to see this beautiful, heartfelt conversation, and then Galina just fuming.
I need to say, and I have to figure out how to say it.
Give it to me straight.
Straight in the pussy.
No, jeez.
Well, there we go.
It's a little too early for that. And also, we're at the breakfast table.
I don't know anyone like you, Viktoria, and I don't want anything to happen to you. Anything bad, anyway. I want great things to happen to you and for you. I want you to know what happened, in the past with your memory, and it would really suck if you weren't around. So I know you're hanging with us, but I really do want you here. And I'll try not to do things that make you worry about whether or not that's true, because that's not fair.
I don't want to interrupt you, so are you done? I don't want to rush you either.
Oh no, yeah, no, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, sure.
if you weren't done, like you can continue going. Like I don't want to cut you off. I just don't want to like interrupt you.
No, it's okay. If you gotta do stuff, that's all right.
Oh.
I am in this group for really two reasons. For number one, my sisters, Galina and Yulyanya. And the second one is you. I do not want to be in this group if I do not have those two things. Because those two things allow me to swallow the frustration from the others and see it through.
Yeah, I get that.
That being said, I do not want to put you or Yulyanya into a position where, by being associated with me, the two of you would be in danger. No. Galina can handle herself, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that she would be able to handle any threat. But my concern lies with you and Yulyanya. So. Not really Yulyanya, because if we were into, you know, a situation like that, Princess and Monty would be smart enough to get out of it, and as we saw, where Monty goes, Yul goes. You are the only one that would follow me to there, to danger.
You're not wrong about that.
Oh man.
Is it just because we're friends, or? Because I don't know if I have any friends that I would follow to death.
Right now, just the one.
Just one what?
You are the one friend that I would follow into danger.
Oh. That seems bad for your health.
It is, but I think somehow I'll manage. Look, I have these abilities, and they help me help you all. And you're a fighter. Yeah, you are.
No, technically, I'm not a fighter.
You know what I mean. The point is, you aren't afraid of anything. Well, nothing I've seen anyway. So.
I'm afraid of losing you.
You don't have to worry about that.
And you don't have to worry about me.
And yet I do.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, it's real inconvenient, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, so I'm an inconvenience. Got it.
The feeling is an inconvenience, the emotion.
Should have just nodded your head.
Look, I've been doing stuff on my own for a while. Like, I left home because I didn't want to deal with their bullshit. But also because it's just easier to not, you know? Not
I am
necessarily.
well aware.
Yeah, well, you say that, but you know you have somebody in your corner all the time. Like, you and Galina are a package deal, so.
For now, yeah.
Well, I hope that if that ever changes, it's because you both decide you want it to change. But
I don't want to live my entire life in my sister's shadow. So,
you don't. You're already shining. Literally. You've got beautiful wings.
shit, are they out?
No, they're not out, but you know what I mean.
They
It's
are
not
quite nice.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? And
Love them.
the wings?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Have I seen them and I'm just forgetting about it?
Oh, my wings?
Yeah,
Oh.
your wings. Do you have them? Cause like I know like way back when like we kind of had like the same thing and we were kind of like, are you? Yeah, you know?
Well, let's just say that I am not necessarily as confident about mine.
Should try it out sometime. You'll never know if you don't try.
Well,
Are you scared of falling?
it's not that. My wings don't fly.
Why?
Just some differences.
Then what do they do if they do not fly?
They make people sorry they saw them.
Entirely not what I was expecting from you.
Yeah, and not the kind of person that I want to be. So, you know, keep them tucked when I don't need to, which is thankfully all the time right now.
So, like, hypothetically, when would you pull them out? Hypothetically, thinking here, what would have to happen for them to come out?
I would probably be real mad if they came out. Not mad that they came out. They would come out because I was pretty pissed. I don't have to be pissed to show them, if that's what you're asking. It's just...
So, like, how close were you to pulling them out at the witch's castle?
I've heard stories about witches like that doing horrible things to people, and until I got to you. Yeah, I know. And until I got to you, I was worried that she had done something to you. And if I had seen... if I'd come around the corner and seen that, probably would have put my game face on. But you're here, I'm here, everybody's here. And this is silly, but they say that they kind of represent who you are inside, and I don't want that to be true about me, but maybe it's true. Sometimes I feel like I'm trying to be somebody that I'm not. Not like I don't want people to... I usually keep it in, if that makes sense.
I try to keep most things in, yeah.
Pretty much everything. Yeah.
Not everything, no.
Well, should I keep everything in? Probably not. And do I successfully? No. There's a lot of little things that I dealt with when I was younger, and mostly I just try to put it in a box and put it away and not worry about it. But you know, sometimes I think about it and it still pisses me off, so
I very much can't relate to you, so I don't have a lot of advice to offer, kind of in the past part, but I do know that from what I can remember, the more you hold on to it, the more it just burns away who you are. And at some point, when that fire goes out, how much of who you really are is going to be left.
kind of worried that that's already happened.
You don't have to carry everything. You can unload it. Give it to someone else to carry for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Victoria will put her hand over to Tedros' hand and just be like, I am very strong, you know. I can carry lots of things.
I know. All right. Well, we got other stuff we gotta get sorted out, and we gotta get, you know, ship ready and all that other stuff. But I really am sorry about last night, and
In the whole scheme of things currently going on with me, it's like, psh, I'm over it now. I was over it kind of last night, but you know, Galina was kind of mad about it. And
well,
when
you
she's
know.
mad about it, I have to be mad about it as well.
Okay.
Like,
All right. Well,
you know?
let me make sure not to get you both mad, because I feel like the feeling's probably mutual.
What feeling?
Like, if she's mad about something, you're mad about it, and then I imagine it probably works the same way. If you're mad about something, she'll probably be mad about it too.
Now, if I'm mad about it, she's going to be like, don't worry about it, dear sister. Don't worry.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about that. Just remember your breathing exercises that I taught you. We
And that's
cannot
on
show
toxic
emotion.
sister relationships. Wow. Ooh,
Yeah.
tasty.
Remember, just, you know, keep quiet and observe, like I was telling you.
Oof.
Well, you know, we maybe I gotta do some of that too. You know, a couple of woo-saws to get all that out.
Well, what?
Never heard that? Like the breathing, like woo, sa, woo, sa.
I don't know how they do things where you're from. I don't even know where you're from to compare it, but that's not it's not the words we use in AOR.
What words do you use in AR?
Oh, fuck.
I don't know, I never really paid attention, but I know it wasn't that.
All right, all right. Look, let's go before. Are we still trying to? Are we still worrying about that bet thing?
I feel like the others may have forgotten about that, but I don't remember, honestly.
Okay, we'll shelve that. Hopefully forever. I don't really want to deal with that bet.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it makes them happy. They can bet on whatever they want.
Well, let's try and find some things that we can all bet on and be happy about.
Gambling.
Like, I bet I'm gonna beat you back to the ship. And then Tedros takes off.
So I'd be there painting the side of it.
Victoria doesn't move. She's like, you didn't put money on it. That's not
And,
how a bet works.
Well, then, as Tedros, at the very least, gets to the ship, what does he see Montblanc painting on the side of the ship?
The Silver Maw.
In Discord so that Bennett can see it as well. The retrofit on the ship is going to take about 3 days. Montblanc does not need to be working the whole time. People will be helping with that, but I imagine we'll be doing some of it. All of you just think about what your characters are doing over the course of those 3 days. You can let us know at the beginning of next session, and we will be starting with time to leave, basically. Yeah, we will include the like going and picking up your stuff as part of that 3 days. You can just like take the ship and just like take it out for a trial run. That can actually be one of the last things you do, like taking it out for a trial run and sailing it over land to go and get the stuff and then bringing it back, because you will need to get it to the water. Cool. Yeah. So that is where we're at. Next week we leave for a sea voyage to Titan's Grave.
Great.
Yep. And the second arc of the campaign officially begins.
I'm anxious.
The Titan's Grave arc.
I am not comfortable.
Well,
I mean, it helps that we're level 5 now, right? Link.
And
That's crazy. I thought we were level 7.
And I only.
I thought we were level 12.
And thankfully, I
you're
only
right.
ever envisioned the guy I'm looking for just to be a noble and no like 900 levels in anything.
I'm sorry, are we actually leveling up at all? Because I didn't
Probably
know
not.
we were leveling up.
Probably not.
No, we're just
Oh.
being
Not yet.
bugs.
yeah, no. You guys just leveled up right before,
Yeah.
like you got to
We
the
literally
top
just
of the
leveled
Witch's
up.
Mountain. Yeah,
I
To
tried it. I had
3?
I had
To 3?
We're 4.
you leveled
No,
up
we're
to
level 4.
Oh, level 4.
Yes. I knew that.
You've been level 3 this whole time.
No, I don't think so.
Hold on, let me look at your character. No, you're level 4. We did this already. We took care of this. All right. Have a good night, everybody. See you next week.